इलेक्ट डोनाल्ड ट्रंप उन्होंने स्टेटमेंट दी है कि बहुत जल्द डेट अनाउंस करोगे गल्फ ऑफ मैक्सीको ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰਕੇ ਗਲਫ ਆਫ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਬਣ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਇਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਡੇਟ ਅਨਾਉਂਸ ਕਰਨ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ ਬਹੁਤ ਜਲਦ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਟਰੰਪ ਨੇ
Can't let that happen. Mexico is really in trouble, a lot of trouble. Very dangerous place. And we're going to be announcing at a future date pretty soon. We're going to change because we do most of the work there and it's ours. We're going to be changing sort of the opposite of Biden, where he's closing everything up, essentially getting rid of $50 to $60 trillion worth of assets. We're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory. The Gulf of America, what a beautiful name. And it's appropriate. It's appropriate. And Mexico has to stop allowing millions of people to pour into our country. They can stop them. And we're going to put very serious tariffs on Mexico and Canada, because Canada, they come through Canada too, and the drugs that are coming through are at record numbers. So we're going to make up for that by putting tariffs on Mexico and Canada, substantial tariffs. And we want to get along with everybody, but, you know, they have to, it takes two to tango.
ਸੋ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਮ ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਜਦ ਅਮਰੀਕਾ ਗਏ ਸੀਗੇ ਤੇ ਡੋਨਾਲਡ ਟਰੰਪ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਅਗਰ ਮੈਂ ਸਬਸਿਡੀਜ਼ ਬੰਦ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਨੀ ਹੈ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੀ ਤਾਂ ਕੀ ਹੋਊਗਾ। ਸੋ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਡਿਸੋਲਵ ਹੋ ਜਾਊਗਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਪਲਾਨ ਦਿਓ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਸਟਿਨ ਟਰੂਡੋ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਈ ਆਨਸਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਇਹਦਾ। ਸੋ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਅਗਰ ਸਟੇਟ ਬਣਦਾ 51st ਤਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਬਸਿਡੀਜ਼ ਦਿੰਨੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਇੱਕ ਸੋਵਰਜਨ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਨੂੰ ਅਗਰ ਇੰਨੀ ਸਬਸਿਡੀਜ਼ ਦੇਣੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਇੰਨਾ ਕੁਝ ਦੇਣਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਲੌਂਗ ਟਰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲ ਸਕਦਾ। ਸੋ ਇਹਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਡੋਨਾਲਡ ਟਰੰਪ ਨੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਟੇਟਮੈਂਟ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ।
We are not treated well, as you know, by Canada. Canada is subsidized to the tune of about $200 billion a year, plus other things. They don't essentially have a military. They have a very small military. They rely on our military. It's all fine, but, you know, they got to pay for that. It's very unfair. I have so many great friends. One of them is the great one, Wayne Gretzky. I said, run for prime minister, you'll win it'll take 2 seconds. But he said, well, am I going to run for prime minister or governor? You tell me. I said, I don't know, let's make it governor. I like it better. But no, something's going to have to be done. Same thing with Mexico. We have a massive deficit with Mexico. Canada and the United States, that would really be something. You get rid of that artificially drawn line and you take a look at what that looks like. And it would also be much better for national security. Don't forget, we basically protect Canada. But here's the problem with Canada. So many friends up there. I love the Canadian people. They're great. But we're spending hundreds of billions a year to protect it. We're spending hundreds of billions a year to take care of Canada. We lose in trade deficits. We're losing massive. We don't need their cars. You know, they make 20% of our cars. We don't need that. I'd rather make them in Detroit. We don't need the cars. We don't need their lumber. We have massive fields of lumber. We don't need their lumber. We have to unrestrict them because stupid people put, restrictions on, but I can do that with an executive order. We don't need anything they have. We don't need their dairy products. We have more than they have. We don't need anything. So why are we losing $200 billion a year and more to protect Canada? And I said that to, as I called him, Governor Trudeau. I said, listen, what would happen if we didn't subsidize you, if we didn't, because we give them a lot of money. We help them. As an example, we're buying icebreakers, and Canada wants to join us in the buying of icebreakers. I said, we don't really want to have a partner in the buying of icebreakers. We don't need a partner. But no right. Nope. No right. Here's what we have. We have a right not to help them with their financial difficulties because we owe $36 trillion too. We're going to start knocking it out pretty fast, but we're going to be able to do it because of energy and other things. But no right. No right. But why are we supporting a country, $200 billion plus a year? Our military is at their disposal. All of these other things, they should be a state. That's why I told Trudeau when he came down, I said, what would happen if we didn't do it? He said Canada would dissolve. Canada wouldn't be able to function if we didn't take their 20% of our car market. They send us hundreds of thousands of cars. They make a lot of money with that. They send us a lot of other things that we don't need. We don't need their cars, and we don't need the other products. We don't need their milk. We got a lot of milk. We got a lot of everything. And we don't need any of it. So I said to him, well, why are we doing it? He said, I don't really know. He was unable to answer the question. But I can answer it. We're doing it because of habit. And we're doing it because we like our neighbors. And we've been good neighbors. But we can't do it forever. And it's a tremendous amount of money. And why should we have a $200 billion deficit and add on to that many, many other things that we give them in terms of subsidy? And I said, that's okay to have if you're a state. But if you're another country, we don't want to have it. We're not going to have it with European Union either. European Union, we have a trade deficit of $350 billion. They don't take our cars. They don't take our farm product. They don't take anything. And so we're not going to have it with them either.
टोरंटो पुलिस सर्विस एंड टोरंटो क्राइम स्टॉपर्स ने मिलके इलीगल फायरआर्म अवेयरनेस कैंपेन चलाया। गिव द टिप्स एंड गेट $300 कैश अवार्ड। अपना टिप दो। किसी को भी अगर कोई इलीगल फायरआर्म है और ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ अगर कोई टिप है ਤੁਸੀਂ ਟੋਰੰਟੋ क्राइम स्टॉपर ਨੂੰ ਦਿੰਨੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ $300 ਤੱਕ ਦਾ ਰਿਵਾਰਡ ਜਿੱਤ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਆ ਸਟੇਟਮੈਂਟ।
As part of this campaign, Toronto Crime Stoppers is activating an enhanced cash reward of up to $300 for any tips leading to the seizure of an illegal firearm. The enhanced cash reward is only available until Friday, February 7th, 2025. So if you have something to say it now. And by doing so, you'll be making your community a safer place. Anonymous tips into our program last year resulted in the seizure of 15 illegal firearms. It is critical to reinforce that it is our collective duty as community members to look out for each other, to speak up for others when they can't, cannot, or will not. So a call to action to our community. It's time to break the code of silence. Gun violence affects us all. By anonymously reporting individuals with illegal firearms, you are playing an important role in making Toronto safer. Our partnership with the BOLO program continues to grow and achieve remarkable success. Just last month in early December, the updated Top 25 Canada's Most Wanted list was unveiled in Montreal, with representation from various police agencies across the country. As we see here, 8 of the top 25 are sought by the Toronto Police Service, several of whom have significant cash rewards associated to their capture. Last year, Toronto Crime Stoppers had another successful year, managing over 29,000 anonymous tips, a 32% increase over prior year. To put that in perspective, this translates into managing 80 tips every day, or 3 tips every hour. Our continued success underscores the effectiveness of the program and the difference we are making. Crime knows no boundaries, and neither does Toronto Crime Stoppers when it comes to preventing crime and identifying those who choose to create harm to our community. Looking ahead to 2025, we remain focused on building this momentum with new initiatives and partnerships to secure the safety of our community's future. Today, Toronto Crime Stoppers is excited to announce a new innovative partnership with Lorix Technology, Canada's leading security solutions company, as we introduce the first ever integration of a Crime Stoppers Submit a Tip feature within a security camera platform. This integration will help increase invaluable real-time anonymous tips, furthering strengthening our efforts to support investigations and enhance community safety.
Last year, you've helped us seize $644,000 in illegal drugs. You've helped us recover 11 stolen vehicles, and you've helped us lay 494 charges. Your tips can literally save lives. In 2024 alone, because of anonymous tips through Toronto Crime Stoppers, we took 15 illegal firearms off the street. Last year, the Toronto Police Service laid a total of we seized a total of 717 crime guns. We know these firearms can often be involved in multiple crimes. Gun violence is devastating families and communities, and it needs to stop. The motto of Crime Stoppers is, see it, say it, stop it. As Sean mentioned, today, Toronto Crime Stoppers is launching its illegal firearms awareness campaign. Until February the 7th, Any information about an illegal firearm provided to and approved by Toronto Crime Stoppers, which leads to a seizure, will be eligible for an enhanced cash reward of $300. The Crime Stoppers team is ready to receive your tips, and the police are ready to